What's up, guys? Greg here with a war recap. Just finished up against Clantanamo Bay, and this recap I have a very special one as I have actually three special guests with me. First up
Hey,
is Grizz, leader of Spartans Legacy. Go ahead and
what's
say
up,
hi.
guys?
I have the Mad Dog Leroy
Yeah, in the house. What's up?
in the house, yeah, and then I have Dylan, another co-leader who's just an amazing guy. Figured he'd help us out. We had 6 Town Hall 10 triples. Say hey, Dylan.
Oh, thank you, Greg. That made my day.
Oh, thanks, Dylan. Great job. I appreciate that. Awesome. All right, so 113 to 106. They had trouble with our number one base, Town Hall 11. Like I said, we had 6 Town Hall 10 triples. I did show off our Town Hall 9 raids earlier, but starting out, I'm going to start with Dylan's raid on 15.
Yeah, right. 16.
16, I'm sorry. And whenever you're ready, Dylan.
Okay, so obviously this is a pretty shitty base, but that's their problem, not mine. So it was sort of early in the war, and I kind of got fucked by a Seeking Air Mine right there, which sucked. But I'm coming in with like a stoned go bow baby dragon attack, I guess.
Can we call it the
So-
Dylan attack or something like that?
I think it's the Grizz attack because he's six-packed with it.
Okay, all right, we'll call it the Grizz attack. We'll just call it that.
Dylan invented it. Dylan and Hicks.
Well, okay, yeah. But anyways, so I got the nice distraction from the wizard tower with a golem. 3 golems heading in. I sort of missed my quake. I would have liked it to get to that back inferno, but it wasn't a big deal. Had an okay freeze, but I should have gotten both infernos, which sort of sucked. But it was nice. This guy didn't have a Lava Hound CC, so I was able to get a lot of extra value. And so I'm starting just going. I want to make sure they're spaced right so that they get their rage. They'll clump up naturally, but in general. And you can see I've gotten all 4 air defenses taken out now. And at this point, it was just sort of it's the waiting game. But I have a baby dragon left in the bag, and that Seeking Air Mine luckily hit a very low health baby dragon, and I still have the queen with her ability, which is always good. I'm gonna sort of work slowly around the rest of the base and clean up.
That was a nice hit, Dylan. Very nice
We
hit,
can
mate.
speed it up here, I guess, because there's
Okay.
not much left going on.
Okay. So, what do you look for when you plan raids like that? I don't know how to do this. I've only done 2-star hits pretty much. So, what kind of trends do you look for in these bases?
Well, you look for a good high-value quake, typically, like that opens up the base a lot, and you look for air defenses that are accessible from the core, basically. And then it never hurts if, like, the archer towers are sort of pulled in towards the center of the base more, so there's not too much air targeting damage where your baby dragons are going to go.
Okay. All right. So that was obviously very early on in the war. He hit that fresh triple. It was beautiful to watch. Next up, we have Millsy. I know on my Android it doesn't show up as Millsy. It shows up as question marks, so I apologize about that. But it is Millsy. I know Grizz helped to plan the attack. He's going to kind of walk us through it. He's one of the best hitters in SL right now. So whenever you're ready, Grizz.
Yeah, so this was actually kind of a funny raid. Like I was telling y'all, right before he went in, there was about 3 or 4 of our players that were saying that there was no way in hell that this base could be beaten by an air raid. Of course, we had already spent like 30 minutes planning this raid with Max, at least. He was
And we
ready
used
to go.
2 hits on it already
Yeah,
that both failed with air.
very similar. I mean, I was surprised. I thought the plan was to drop the bowler and hit that 1 AD off to the side on 4 o'clock, but
They changed that
not
last
cool.
minute, actually.
yeah, exactly. And they decided to go with the quad Lalo. Millsy thought he saw something, and he did. He dropped that in there, took out the Archer Queen and the AD, and then started his quad Lalo and said, "Fuck this shit, guys, because this is how it's done."
Okay, so he pulled the queen off to the side, so the hound is pretty much null and void, right?
Yeah, very smart to suicide your queen like that against him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what tips do you guys have about loon pathing for a noob like me? Anything you can tell me?
Practice.
Just practice?
Actually, there is one real tip that I have. It's that loons will path to the closest building in a clockwise direction. So it actually makes it so that, because you want your loons to cut across the base through the middle, it makes laloing sort of anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, as we say in America. It makes it a little easier to get your loons to path across the middle because the closest base in a clockwise direction is going to be towards the core as opposed to towards the outside.
Okay. Leroy, you're being pretty quiet over there. I know you're good with air. What do you got?
Oh, look, I mean, I just drop and hope, really, to be honest. I'm a bit of a rush attacker, so yeah, I just like to get everything in at once. So that could be a problem. But no, I've got no tips. I mean, these boys here, Dylan knows his air. We've got Hex design as well. Hex is a freaking mad dog at loon pathing and things like that. I mean, yeah, we all know sort of how to loon path. I mean, your loon goes to the closest defense, and you want to work out when you're planning which way you want them to go and where they're going to end up. But there's other things to look at as well. Lava deployment, blah, blah, blah. It's a long list, so you just got to practice. You know what I mean?
I mean, let's be honest, though. The only reason that Leroy doesn't have a shitload of tips is because this is the 10v10 video and not the 10v11 video.
Yeah.
Because the motherfucker's on like a 8 for 8 streak in our last 4 wars.
I actually think he's 10 for 10.
Oh, yeah. Because he had 2 accounts.
Yeah, he's 10 for 10.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, look, it's just a lot of training and practice. You guys know I've been hitting 11s. Whenever I jump online, I'm saying 10 or 11s post. So it's just practice, you know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
So, next triple was by Beast. This was a crazy attack. I only watched it once, but I know Leroy knows about it. Leroy, you want to walk us through it?
Yeah, no worries. Just push pause for a second. Beast was planning this raid for, I don't know, probably about half an hour, 45 minutes. And there was a few question marks raised over his first EQ over the first Inferno at 3 o'clock, which you will see in a moment. And so there was a bit of back and forth, but he stuck to his guns and said, "No, I'm going to do it. I will get the queen. I will achieve what I want to achieve." He was confident. So let's hit play, have a look. So he comes in here, a couple of golems, bowlers behind, minion for a funnel up there at 3 o'clock.
Also, very quick, only like 2 minutes to take out this base.
Yeah, he does really well, actually. And a reason for that, too, is he's not shy in starting his loons. You'll see that once he gets what he wants achieved, he just goes, righto, fuck this, let's go. So he just throws all his shit in and starts his loons. So Quake down, Rage down, and Inferno down, everything nice. Bowler's still up and pretty. Lavas can be a pain in the ass, but he just gets what he wants done. And you'll see the loons coming out shortly. So enemy queen down, king rage. He's done what he needs to do in that little section. So he's like, fuck it, let's go. So here he goes with his loon portion. Looking good. Backup lava coming in. Loons everywhere. He's still got his queen ability. King's going to deal with that sweeper, which is good. I mean, this base is wrecked. His queen's on the last air defense. He's still got a bowler taking out of his tower down the bottom.
And he swagged a hound, right? Did I just see that right?
Yeah, he swagged a hound and he didn't even need his last haste.
And he's got a haste. And you know what? What's even more special? He had a spare archer. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about those swag archers, man.
Dude, I don't even know how to describe that.
Yeah, it's just epic, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just have to say, Leroy, your commentary is flawless. The way you use fuck really accentuates the diversity of the word, just so you know.
Shit, I'm sorry about that. Lots of content and shit like that. Fuck.
Yeah, it happens. Well
Got that
done,
nice
Leroy.
swag haste.
Swag
off
haste.
CC.
Yep.
The customary placement, of course.
So,
Next raid. I'm looking forward to watching this next raid again. I only saw it once.
all right.
This next raid took us a couple tries to get right.
Dylan, whenever you're ready, you can take it, buddy.
Yeah, so this is Suiramus on 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I did help plan this one, but not a ton. But you'll see he's going to do some really nice double layer wall breakers with giants to tank. And again, really quick raid, under 2 minutes.
I love this raid.
Big deal, because a lot of times you'll find Town Hall 10's time out. And so you see he bakes through that level 9 wall. And then he's going to come in behind with more wall breakers and a rage spell. And he's going to get this second layer of walls open, which is going to allow him to jump like all the way into the core. He's got a nice heal spell down. His kill squad is just tearing shit up in the core.
You guys hard right now.
Yeah, the value he got for that kill squad was absolutely insane.
So you're going to see him start dropping in baby dragons soon. Baby dragons are actually a really effective back-end troop, and there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, it's because they don't really need spells, which is unique. Hogs, you definitely need heals and probably freezes. Loons, you need hastes, heals, freezes, rages. But baby dragons, they don't need spells, so you can actually invest a lot more in your kill squad, which can be really beneficial. You see, he's still got the queen ability. She got lucky, took that jump. You know, I know my queen would not have done that. She would have been way too much of a bitch, but
She would have got the builder hut at 12, right?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. There's no builder hut at 12.
so yeah, you see, he has lots of troops left. He's got 6 baby dragons, both heroes, queen ability.
Damn.
Just smashed this base.
And that was like a sub 2 minute raid, right? I was correct in
minute
that.
45 seconds.
That's wow. That's
Yeah, and
really
the cool
tough.
thing is when Dylan said he planned this raid, he didn't actually plan it with Suramus. He planned it with Valley. It was Valley's raid.
Yeah, I
originally.
mean, it was a progression. I think we had 3 hits on it. The first one was 88%. The second one was 80%. And then Suiramus came in and just made all the right tweaks.
With Valley's, his bowlers, the second set of wall breakers were like a half second too late, and all of his bowlers walked out. So,
All right. So now we get to the highlight of the match. We get to talk about Grizz's 6-pack. Grizz, you ready
Sparta!
Let's not inflate his ego too much.
Yeah. All right. So, Grizz, you ready to talk about your hit on 12?
let's see. Let me pull it up. Don't start it yet.
No, I didn't.
This is one of those raids that was basically just handed to me, like almost like the last raid we just talked about. I think it had been hit a couple of times.
97% on it.
Yeah. Max hit it the first time, Max Millsy, and who you talked about getting our second triple on 15, and then Hex left it at 98%. And there was just some
97%.
very small tweaks. Yeah, 97%. Very small tweaks that needed to be made. So I talked about it with both of them on voice, the guys who did the original raids. So it was very easy. They basically just found the tweaks and told me what they wanted me to do, and we did it. So you can
And you'll
hit
see
play.
how Grizz takes advantage of this guy's, the way he's upgraded. He has max cannons, which we all know are formidable. So Grizz is going to approach this with air to sort of exploit that.
Yeah,
Exactly. See, I mean, I didn't know that when I did the raid. Like I said, I didn't plan it. So go ahead and hit play.
All right.
All right. So obviously started off with a very nice queen walk, like Dylan said. Got the queen down. The main reason that Hex failed his raid with the 97% was he left the town hall up. So the troops got distracted on it. So Greg, who's actually directing this video, is the one that came up with the idea to drop a couple of minions and just let them sit right there. So they're going to sit there and take out the town hall while my queen walks around. The bowler has taken out some of the trash down there. They actually got this raid down so well that they told me exactly when I had to press my Archer Queen ability, exactly when I had to drop my golems. You know, as soon as the queen hits my queen, I'm told to hit my ability. As soon as this comes out, you know, the clan castle, drop the rage, drop the poison, drop the wizard to help, and then drop the minion in behind to clear out some of those pups. As soon as the CC goes down, I was supposed to drop the golem, do that, and then as soon as the archer gets on the expo, drop the wall breakers.
You see
So-
that
See, it's
nice
all about
minion
teamwork.
cleaning
All
up
about
some of
teamwork,
the lava
right?
pups and pulling a an air bomb. That's just really great value.
Mm-hmm. And the kill squad, we didn't actually have to use any bowlers, so that's another shitload of space that we saved. We just dropped this one rage, and as soon as the rage goes down, we start the air portion. I say we
If
because
it's not using bowlers, it must have been modded. Like, there's just no way to triple without bowlers, right? I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Man,
So-
just throw that out into the universe, right?
But
Like,
look at this loon pathing.
But
Look at that
yeah,
loon pathing.
so this
yeah,
was the
loon-
other. This
loon
was the other
pathing is
change.
on point here.
This was the other change that we wanted to make was that jump spell. See, y'all got me distracted on other stuff. The jump spell wasn't placed to take out the air defense, so we moved the jump spell so that the king could take out the AD. Because in the last raid, the lava hounds went all the way to the air defense at 3 o'clock before they redirected to the air defense at like 8 o'clock. So we lost a lot of balloons. But that tweak and then the tweak of sending in the second hound separate really helped crush this raid.
I mean, the teamwork on this raid, going along and just improving, perfecting it. The raid was just second to none. That's teamwork for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I was a Lava Loon expert at Town Hall 9. This is Town Hall 10. I never do Lava Loon at Town Hall 10, so.
Yeah, Grizz is very attached to his Gobo baby dragons.
his Grizz
As
attack.
you will see in next attack.
Yeah, we're loading up the next attack, which is even better.
Oh, this one's amazing.
Now, what weight was this again, guys? You remember? It was a pretty high weight. I don't know exactly
This
what it
was an
was.
89K. I mean, a lower 89K, but still an 89.
You're hit on number 9, Grizz.
Yeah,
Did
walk
we
us through
skip
your
over
rolo,
that?
Chris.
All right.
And
This.
and again, quick raid, under 2 minutes.
You haven't started the video yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm on pause right now. Whatever you need to
Okay,
do.
cool. Now, this is another raid where it was a very short planning session, actually, because it was at the very end of war, and we pretty much had everything locked up, so we were just kind of...
Yeah, I think it took us 2 minutes to get it down, maybe less.
Yeah, I think about 2 minutes, because this is a raid that I do in FC a lot, so Dylan's very familiar with it. Basically, it was more about picking the right base than planning the raid. Find the right base and then just use, just basically... I asked Dylan, I said, Dylan, what base looks good? He said, go with 9 Grizz. It's like, all right, 2 minutes later, we have our plan and hit play. That's
And
how long it
2
took
minutes
us to
after
figure
that, we had a 3-star on an 89K.
Yeah. So just real quick, drop my quake. That was the biggest discussion, was open up the building or open up the walls in the compartment with the Inferno or not. We decided that my troops might get distracted. So quick funnel
I
to
think
the
that's
left.
all we discussed, actually.
Yeah, that's all we discussed. They didn't think I was going to triple it. Not going to lie. So I used the bowlers to take out some extra trash because it just helps funnel them in. Waited for wizards to take the stuff out at 6. Get my wall breakers in. Test breaker just to check. Everything's going in good on the funnel. Drop my rage. Drop my freeze, which was the other thing Dylan discussed. Fuck it, you've got a freeze. Drop my heal. About this time, Dylan and Max are starting to flip out. They're like, oh shit, he's about to take the second Inferno. And the second Inferno goes down.
Actually, the second Inferno didn't quite go down.
Yeah, you're right.
You almost got
Baby
it.
Dragons came in clutch.
This raid happened so fast, I don't even remember how it went down.
I'm pretty sure you put down your device in the middle of it though to go eat dinner, didn't you?
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to remember your
Put
raid.
down my device after I dropped my last troop to go eat dinner.
Here at Spartans Legacy, we're on point.
We don't play. But yeah, I mean, this is a raid I have a lot of practice with, so I found a good base for it and just crushed the shit out of it.
So
This
is that
a
the secret to success? Is just crushing the shit out of it, just going for it?
Basically, it was a base that we wouldn't normally hit, but we had the lead, so we could waste some Town Hall 10 attacks on higher bases than we would normally.
Clearly, it wasn't wasted.
Right.
Yeah, can I just butt in here and just say a quick little mention? I just want to say that going 4 for 4 at 10v11 is so good that we actually did worse than Guantanamo Bay percent-wise, but we took, I don't know, how many less hits did we take to clear their 11s? Like, how many hit
7 less hits.
No,
4
we
for
went
4.
We went 4 for 4.
We went 4 for 4, and I think they took 11 or 12 hits.
And they did left one unclear.
And they left one unclear.
That's right. So what I'm trying to say is basically the importance of fresh hits. It's not always going to happen. Doesn't always happen to us. Lately, it's been good. But the importance of a 10v11 is so real. It gave us those opportunities to do 2 to 3 hits to get that perfect raid down pat. Yeah, so, I mean, good job to the 10v11 hitters. For
Wasn't that you, Leroy, though?
Shout out
well,
to
no,
you.
it's
Shout
not
out to
always,
Greg
well, hang
Leroy
on. It's
here.
not always me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
it's always Leroy. He's on a 10 for 10 streak.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Leroy.
Leroy and
Well-
Greg, who's also on a 4 for 4 streak.
yeah, and Greg stepping up big time too. So, look, I'm not highlighting myself and Greg. I'm just saying that for other people out there as well, that, you know, it's important to get that because you just free up your Town Hall 10s to do what you want, how you want, how many times you
Just to extend on what Leroy said, it goes even further than that because we scouted every Town Hall 10. Scouted
Yes.
every Town Hall 10 and 2
Well, except for
16
16.
Town Hall 9s, except for the one that Dylan hit fresh, as he so politely reminded us. But yeah, so when you do that, when your Town Hall 9s take care of business, even if they had just not given us a single scout and cleared 9s, you know, clear 9s
Yeah,
and
it's a
going 4
bonus.
for 4 at Town Hall 11 means that all but 4 of our Town Hall 10 attacks go to triples. And you can see what happens with that. We get 6 fucking triples.
I think that's a
Shout
CWL
out
record,
to
right?
Our most self Town Hall 9 taking the bottom base.
Yeah, Town Hall 9.
Sam just got a really sexy triple on 40.
So real fast, guys, I just want you to open up the war details. Okay, and then scroll all the way to the bottom, and I just wanted to point out that I have the heroic attack of the war. So, how about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Greg did do the first hit. I was a little bit panicked when I got on the war 40 minutes in, and it was like, ah, shit, we failed our first raid. And then I realized it was a 10v11, and I was like, oh, hell yeah.
I think that was me. I think I went first in the war.
Yeah, Leroy did.
No,
Yeah,
it
Leroy
says
did.
this Faustus guy did. This Faustus.
No, Faust did, yeah, Faustus.
Huh. Wow.
Yep, yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Yep.
I don't even know what
Yep,
that
yeah,
means. I
yeah.
just said it. For serious, though.
Either do I. Fantastic
Okay, we
stuff,
need to
guys.
restart
Really
now.
good.
All right, so what did you guys excited for this next week? We're up against MT, right? Mariana Trench?
Yes, Mariana Trench will face my wrath.
Ooh. So,
Challenge accepted, motherfuckers.
what are we going to go for with triples next week? What do you think? 5 too big, too ambitious?
So if we get 3, that's obviously a position that's above average in CWL. If we get 4, we're in really good shape. If we get 5,
We're shitting our pants because we
get
don't
6
expect
again,
to get 5.
it's almost game over. If we get 7, good night, Mariana Trench.
But what if
And
we get 8?
none, we still might win. You never know.
Yeah. You never know. You just never know.
I mean, if we're going for 7 triples, we might as well just triple them all 10v10 and go for some 11v11s.
Yeah, sounds good, Grizz.
Oh, that's scary.
That's my game plan.
That's my game plan.
All right, guys. Well, I want to wrap it up because we've been talking for quite a while. Do you guys have any last minute things you want to say?
Yeah, I do.
All right, Chris, what's up?
Prepare for Spartan hell, Mariana Trench.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if I should say anything after that.
Whatever you want to say, go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say that everybody knows that we have a few ex-Spartans over at Mariana Trench, and we just wanted to wish them good luck. We enjoyed clashing with those fuckers. So let's have a fun fucking war.
Yeah, let's go, Sparta. Yeah, good luck, me out.
Leroy, I need you to calm down. You're just way too pumped up right now.
Marina. Is it Marina Trench?
Mariana's Trench.
What does Mariana Trench mean?
It's the trench out next to like Japan. That's the deepest trench in the world.
Oh, okay, so another only American thing, no worries.
That's
yeah, cool. Well, good luck, guys. Yeah, all the best. I hope, Mariana, you bring a good war. We're going to try and bring a good war to you too. Thanks, Greg, for having me on the show, and fuck off. See you later.
Yep. It was good fun, Greg.
All right, thanks for being on, guys. Dylan, thank you for all your help this war. Grizz, keep doing what you're doing. And Leroy, do a hype video. Everyone's looking for it.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Leroy. Get it together, man.
All right, guys.
That's not like I've got anything else to do.
And as always, does anyone want to say it? This is Sparta.
This is fucking Sparta.
Now fuck off.